What's up, guys? Man, I'm tired this morning. Yeah, Alejandro, the shipping stocks went crazy yesterday as well. And so, yeah, you can see SHIP, TOPS, DCIX. A lot of volume this morning, which is always good, so that's nice. Good morning, Team Blue and Dave. What's up, y'all? Okay, so you can see yesterday when I paper traded on DOS, I ended 368 in the green, which is always nice. Today, part of my deposit was cleared on UStock, and so I'm going to be trading on UStock today. Hopefully the volume keeps up and is pretty decent, but it's about time they let me trade. Sorry guys, just give me a second. I'm just getting my screen right on UStock. Let's see. Okay, so watching GLBS, NOG, SHIP, TOPS, DCIX, SINO, MYO, CYRN. And I know there's a few more I'm watching. Let me see. Good morning, Grant. Good morning, Gutham. Yeah, I finally got UStock up, guys, so it's going to be working this morning. I'm getting a red dot. It'll usually do it for only a minute or two, so let me know if the picture quality is rough and let me know how it looks. Let's see what's moving so far in pre-market. Let's see, so there is GLBS. I'll go ahead and add this watch list to the chat. Just have to add a few more to it. Okay, so I have GLBS, NOG, SHIP, TOPS, DCIX. Obviously, this one moved crazy yesterday. SINO. CYRN, MYO, CLNT as well. Not the best volume, but we'll see what it does. MPTN. So those are all the ones I'm watching. Yeah, I can remember them going crazy last year, Alejandro. All right, so let's see. GLBS. TOPS. DCIX. SINO. CYRN. MYO. CLNT. And NPTN. Alright, so this is my watch list, guys. Just added it to the chat. Watching TOPS here over this pre-market high at 296 as well as that $3 break. So we'll see if it can break that. Same thing with this one. I want to see this one break this as well as hold support over $2. So watching that one. This one had a double bottom here at about 150. And so watching this one over 150. And this high of 208. Pre-market high for this one's at 140. Might run in some resistance at 150 though. So go ahead and mark that down. Let's see. DCIX was the crazy mover of the last few days. It got rejected right at 25. So we'll see if this one can kind of hold over this 25 level. SINO. It's at 340, watching it over 365 as well as 350. Kind of got a little bit of a support and resistance channel forming in between 350 and 340, so we'll watch that one. ESEA, Ken. Yeah, this one's pushing up nicely. Not the this is a nice volume spike right here. So watch it over 275. See if it can hold over 250. So it just popped right back up to 263. MYO here. This one's a big mover. Found some support previously at 6. So we'll watch it over there. See if it can break 7, maybe 8. It's got a lot of space to cover though. CYRN. Obviously I want to see if this thing can break 250. Found some support previously at 240. So I'm going to watch it over that. CLNT, not the best volume, but we'll see here. Watch it over 450 and 5. And the last one on my list is NPTN. Big volume spike. Couldn't get over 550, so watch it over that. See if it holds support at 5 if it does drop. And that's my list for tomorrow. DCIX is making another kind of push back up. So we'll see what it does here. What's up, Rand? Oh, man. But really nice volume so far in pre-market and then after hours yesterday. So hopefully the volume continues. But yeah, Alejandro, I can remember last year, I think DRYS was moving really crazy last year. a few of them, I think. And so I remember those moving really crazy last year as well. Could just be that time. You got to be really careful with them, though, especially ones like TOPS, DCIX. These could wash out at the open. They're already up a huge amount, especially DCIX. You know, it could be the new HMNY where it pushes up a huge amount and then it washes out all the way back down. And so, I mean, HMNY held some of that big push it made, but it's starting to come down again. Let's see, the daily. HMNY started a big push all the way up from, just like DCIX, this one's up from $2.80, maybe a little bit lower, went all the way up to almost 40, almost touched just under $39. Now it's all the way back down to 13, but it got as low as 10, and so it kind of washed out, gave all of it up. DCIX pushing over that pre-market high now, definitely showing some strength here. Same thing with GLBS. So the shipping stocks are definitely moving this morning. Yeah, appreciate it, Dave. Yeah, everybody hit that like button on the stream. Appreciate it, man. My channel's actually been growing a lot lately. It's been growing pretty quickly. But yeah, I appreciate the support, guys. But yeah, GLBS pushing up. It's at 215 now. Looks like it bounced right off of $2. SHIP kind of slowly starting to curl back up as well. Watch it over this high too. See if we can bounce over there. Maybe form a little channel here for a break. MYO pushing up again too. Just broke over 7. So we'll watch it over that as well. Yeah, I was watching DRYS when it made that crazy run about a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year ago. You can see DRYS. I mean, the chart is not true. This thing never got as high as the chart says it did. For some reason, the chart says it got up to 800,000, and that's just not true. It got up to over 100. It went up to like $102. And so I was watching it when it did that, but came all the way back down. Dries used to be the kind of alpha shipping stock, but now it's some other ones. TOPS breaking over that pre-market high at $3, up to 303 now. It closed yesterday at 168. Up to 305 now. Crazy move by all of these stocks this morning. A lot of volume on these shipping stocks. GLBS starting to curl back up too. It found some resistance previously at that 220 area. We'll see if we can break it in pre-market. Maybe get up there so we can test 242 at the open. Maybe that $0.50 at 250. For which one, Ken? DCIX? It was a reverse split, wasn't it? I know there's another reverse split as well. Let me see. I'll have to look it up. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, I should be back in like 2 or 3 minutes, so just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Good morning, CC. Yeah, I actually enjoyed using this DOS Pro demo yesterday. I got used to it. I miss using a nice platform like this. The DOS Pro demo is actually pretty, it's a decent paper trading software. I actually know for sure that one of the big YouTubers that everybody follows on day trading, he pretends to day trade on SureTrader, but he's actually using the DOS Pro demo. And you'll see on his videos, he'll block out anything out of here because on SureTrader, it will say SureTrader here. And so he'll completely block that out and make his screen only get half of the chart just so you can't see the lack of the SureTrader emblem because he's actually using the DOS Pro demo. Won't say names, but I think that's funny. TOPS got all the way up to 318 over that pre-market high, over 3. SHIP kind of forming a little channel here. We'll see if it can push over this previous high right here at 175. What's up, Charles? What's up, man? Good morning, Pierre. Good morning, Tran. What's up, y'all? It's back to UStock day for me. They finally cleared part of my deposit, and so gonna be trading on there for the first time in a while. Definitely excited for it. Alright, so DCIX going all the way up, tapping 26. What's up, Mel? What's up, man? Yeah, that's a good idea, Charles. What's up? What's up, Long? Yeah, no problem, bro. Uh, Antoine, you want to, yeah, so, DOS Pro is the people who, SureTrader uses for their platform. You can see it looks just like SureTrader. That's why I said I know another guy that has a lot of followers. I don't know him personally, but I know he uses this, and and he pretends he's day trading live. He blocks off part of the screen, but this is DOS Pro. It looks exactly like SureTrader. The only difference is that SureTrader says SureTrader here and here, and so what he does is he blocks that out and kind of gets most of the chart, but he blocks the top part off of the chart, so you can't see that it doesn't say SureTrader because he's actually using the DOS Pro demo, which is kind of scammy, I think, but whatever. But yeah, this is DOS Pro. It's the same as SureTrader. This is just the demo for paper trading, but yeah, you can see I used to trade on man, what did I do? There we go. I used to trade on SureTrader, so I missed this platform. This is just a demo, so I'm not actually buying it, but order is not connected. Let me see. Here, I'll go ahead and log back in on my other thing. Let me see. Bring it over to this screen. Yeah, you can see I made $368 yesterday. There we go. There we go. Glad this isn't real. If I would have bought 1,000 shares of DCIX in pre-market, I would immediately be down 22 cents. Or yeah, 22 cents. I wish I could buy, and I'm just practicing buying and selling in pre-market. I miss buying and selling in pre-market, so we'll see. But since I've been using Thinkorswim, I've just kind of grown accustomed to it. I like using Thinkorswim now. Yeah, I mean, Rex, if you watch any of my old videos, Rex, I use like 30 shares, maybe 50 shares. If it has a smaller range, I might use 100 shares. And so I use really tiny sizing. And like if you go look at, I posted it on Saturday. I think it's this week in review. I made $46 last week, on UStock. And so, I mean, I'm happy with that on UStock and on Robinhood. And so, I mean, it's a small gain, but I mean, it's not a bad percentage gain relative to my account. And so yeah, it's possible. I think it's actually better for new traders to use really small sizing so they learn how to trade, because I think the problem with a lot of new traders is that they try to jump right in and use 1,000 shares or 500 shares right from the get-go, and they end up blowing up their account before they can actually learn how to trade. And so it's really important, in my opinion, to take that time, use really small sizing, practice your patterns, practice your setups, using real money, but just using really small sizing so you can actually learn how to trade the market profitably before losing your account. Because I think, like I said, I think new traders jump right in too quickly. They use really too big of size, and they end up losing their account before they can actually take the time to learn, And so I think it's definitely possible to be profitable using small sizing. It's still tough, just like anything else. And as a beginner trader, you'll still most likely lose money, and you might even lose your whole account. But you'll still take the time, and you'll maintain your account and preserve your account long enough to learn how to trade. A lot of times, in my opinion, Yeah, farts. It is growing pretty quickly, man. My YouTube channel is growing fast too. I think the stream helps. I think people want to watch people day trade live, you know, and so I think the stream helps. Yeah, I know a lot of these other streamers, they they'll get on stream and then they'll lose and then they'll all of a sudden do like $1,000 challenge when really it's obvious they just lost tons of money on their stream and so they don't have any money left and so that's why they're doing the $1,000 challenge. I'm just trying to be honest with people about everything. Like if I have a losing day, I have a losing day. Because like I'm not trying to act like I'm some guru here or some expert, because I'm not. Alright, so you can see SHIP's forming this little channel here. We'll watch it for the break of it at this 176 point. It usually takes a day. So if you deposit it before 4 p.m. market time, it should be in your account the next morning. So it's pretty quickly. Same thing with withdrawals. If you withdraw however much is in your account or however much you want to before 4 p.m. market time, it will be in your bank account the next morning. And so really quick, they're a regulated broker, and so it's not like any other brokers where you're kind of sketched out. You don't know if you're going to get your money back. You'll have your money the next day. In my experience, I've had my money the next day every time I do it. They put a 3-day hold on my account because I actually accidentally withdrew $3,000 instead of $300, and then they put a hold on my account for trying to withdraw too much, and so that's why I'm just not getting back to it. But normally, if you don't make a dumb mistake like I did, you'll have your money the next day. Yeah, I knew they were doing a reverse split, Ken. Um, yeah, Rob, I have the things I like about him, Rob, and I have the things I don't like. Um, they're really cheap. So the things I like about them: cheap commissions, $1 commissions. So $1 per trade, no pattern day trading rule, so I can trade as much as I want. T plus 0, so the funds settle in my account immediately, so I can trade an unlimited amount of times each day as long as I have the funds to do it. I love that stuff about them. The fills are decent most of the time. The negatives, like the cons that I don't like about them, limit orders are kind of tough. Just not because a lot of times limit orders aren't going to get hit, especially if the stock's moving quickly. But to cancel a limit order, you have to go to transactions, go to the order, hit cancel, confirm it, and it just takes too long to cancel a limit order. And so by the time you actually do, the stock could go in the other direction. And so limit orders are a big complaint I have about them. Sometimes you won't get filled, especially if it's right at the open or the stock's going to be labeled limited liquidity. And so that's another thing I kind of have a problem with UStock, is that a lot of times big moving stocks that have tons of volume are labeled limited liquidity. And so that's kind of a frustration for sure. And sometimes it can kind of hurt my trading day. It doesn't have much of a platform, but I use Thinkorswim to compensate for it, and that works fine, as you can see on the screen. But yeah, there's pros and cons about it. I think the pros outweigh the cons just because it's so cheap and it's good for new traders to learn. Just with $1 commission, I can use tiny sizing and still be, profitable to a small extent. And so, I think the pros outweigh the cons, but overall, I've been happy with them for the most part. I've had my days where I'm pretty frustrated with them, but, I think they're a decent broker if since they're offering $1 commissions and stuff like that, so. Good morning, Audrey. Alejandro, I think they do. No problem, Rob. But yeah, Alejandro, I think they do. If you go to strategy, you can auto buy. Like if I wanted to buy 100 shares at 350, click save, it'll automatically buy it. There's also a get out feature, so you can get out with a stop loss as well. They're both market stops. They're not limit stops, so they're market stops. And so you always have to take that into consideration because you're going to get filled with a market order. But they do have stop losses. And I think they have buying stops as well. Good morning, Kay. ENRJ, R log. Oh, I do like E and RJ. It's pushing up. This one was just at $1 the other day. Came all the way back down, it seems. Yep. Thing got up to almost $1, 87 cents. Came all the way back down. Let's see what it does here. I'll add this to the other side of my list. You said Archon. Oh, R-Log. Oh yeah, our LOG's pushing up as well. Yeah, I think you can. Alejandro, I'm not 100% sure though. Yeah, I got R-Log up here. R-Log looks good. Slowly creeping up, decent volume. I didn't get enough sleep last night, guys. I hope it doesn't affect my trading. GLBS, DCIX, RLOG, TOPS. I'm watching NOG as well. Yeah, I've been doing pretty decent since UStock put a hold on my account. Like yesterday, I had a profitable trade on Robinhood. It was really small. Friday, I had 2 profitable trades on Robinhood, and so I've had 100% accuracy the last 2 days. And I called those trades out as soon as I got into them, and so you can't say I'm lying about those. You could actually hear me getting into them on my phone, I think, on the stream. And so yeah, I've had 100% accuracy. Very small gains. I think Friday I had one $9 and one $7 gain, and then yesterday it was only like a $5 or $6 gain. But 100% accuracy nevertheless. When I do decide to up my sizing, those small gains will turn into large gains, and so I'm happy with those. What's up, LB? Yesterday this 300 on DOS. Yeah, look, that pre-market buy of DCIX was a good buy. 720. Yeah, this is just a simulator though, guys. This isn't real trading. UStock is. When I trade on UStock this morning, it will be, but this is just a simulator. Yesterday, I think it was HMNY that I made that 350 on. Maybe I think it was a different one actually. But yeah, this wasn't any skill or anything. This was just me buying just to test out what the simulator does in pre-market. I actually like the DOS Pro simulator. I think it's a good way to learn, Option House used to provide a free day trading simulator, but they stopped doing it. It used to be a real-time day trading simulator by Option House. When I first started trading, I used to day trade and practice with Option House, but they stopped doing it. I think they're charging for it now, and so it's a bummer, but they used to have an awesome one. What's up, Black Monday? What's up, man? What's up, LB? Long time no see, bro. Where you been, man? VTGN? Yeah, VTGN's kind of sitting right under $1. It got rejected right at $1 yesterday in pre-market. CIE creeping up too. I'm running out of room on my charts. No, Option House didn't, Mel. Option House is really, I mean, you can trade stocks on Option House. I think it's still around. I learned a paper trade on it when I was a new trader about a year ago, year and a half ago, maybe. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's a more option based platform, but you could trade stocks on it, I think. But it just had a free paper trader with real time. It had a free real time paper trade simulator on their platform, and it used to be free, 100% free real time simulator. I think they realized that so many people were using it for free and not actually using Option House that I think they either stopped making it real time or they started charging for it. I think they stopped making it real time actually. But yeah, that's kind of what I paper traded on when I first got started with Option House. A lot of volume in the market this morning, especially with these shipping stocks. TOPS. I mean, honestly, I'm not an investment professional. It could run. There's no telling. I don't know. I mean, it's overextended for sure. I mean, it's not overextended necessarily, but it's extended for sure. And so it's been on 2 days of this really big push. Now it's up a huge amount and after I was in pre-market. And so there's no telling. I don't necessarily like making predictions. I just like getting in, like if it breaks a support and resistance level I'm watching. Like if GLBS goes over and breaks 242, I like it there. If RLOG kind of flags right here and then pushes up right at the open, breaking that 76 level, I kind of like that as well. So we'll see. E and RJ kind of coming back down, guys. It's at 38.5 cents. Highs at 42.5 cents. Let's see what it does. A lot of big movers though. Yeah, if DCIX crashes, it could cause kind of a chain reaction here. It's already up a huge amount. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Drys, DRYS, used to be kind of the alpha shipping stock. And I mean, it's gapping up some, but it looks like DCIX kind of took its place. Everybody's watching DCIX now. TOPS is running big too. But DCIX, man, this thing's up from what, $2? Less than that. The DCIX is up from 29 cents. Let me see. This thing was at 29 cents 6 days ago. It's a crazy move. All right, guys, we got 1 minute left. Good luck in the market, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to it if you want the alert every time I go live. Also, everybody click that like button right now if you appreciate this content, want to help support us. Like I said, we appreciate it. All right, so watching GLBS, NOG, RLOG, TOPS, DCIX, SINO, MYO, E and RJ, SHIP, RLOG. A lot of volume today, guys. All right, so here we go. Market's about to open. Oh, is it, Ken? I didn't know that. two computers have different bell times apparently. TOPS up to 340. 348, 350. Huge run by TOPS already, guys. GLBS up to 226. NOG up to 144. Big drop on TOPS. Yeah, it's following DCIX. Big drop on RLOG. Big drop on GLBS. Let's see what else. Haven't seen any kind of good setups yet. Alright, so there goes the shipping stocks. They're all washing out this morning. I bet you I'm losing money. Yeah. Check out my paper trading. I'm down 2,100. I completely forgot about that. Oh well, it's just paper trading. Alright, so let's see, guys. Don't see any good setups quite yet. E and RJ kind of pushing up. See if it rebounds here. Yeah, you can see GLBS and DCIX are doing the exact same thing. Almost the exact same thing. DNR, guys. Check out DNR. Push it up really nicely. Up to 177 now. Look for a 1 minute pullback on this one maybe. FNJN pushing up as well at $2 now at 204. FNJN, guys, check that one out. Missed my entry with both of these two. Big drop on DNR. Yeah, I don't like the drop anymore. NAO kind of pushing. Big drop on DNR. Yeah, I was waiting for that 1 minute pullback, but this pullback's way too big. Alright, so DCIX is kind of rebounding here, so all the shipping stocks might do the same. Crazy rebound by both of them. Don't really see anything I like right now. Figures the one day I come back after UStock, the one day I'm back on UStock, the volume and the setups aren't as good as yesterday or the day before on Friday. GNMK pushing up over 4. Watching GNMK if it breaks over this 408 previous high. Struggling to. KEM. KEM, beautiful washout long setup here. Good call. A little late, missed my entry with it though. Wait for a pullback on it now. I don't like these big up and down wicks on GNMK. Big spread too. Nah, I don't like it. Too big a spread. Probably a low floater. Let's see. Alright, so watching GSL over this 157 pre-market high. It doesn't have the biggest range on it, but we'll see here. IZEA moving too. Don't think I can trade it. No. TOO. Low volume. Oh, there goes GSL. Completely missed it. Alright, so I'm in GSL, small share size. It broke over that pre-market high. We'll see if it can push back up here. Kind of a small range on it though. TOPS washing back out under 3. Be careful with it, guys. GSL kind of a slow grind up, hopefully. TOPS dropping down, hitting that low of the day. Be careful with it, fellas. AU wash out long here, and FNJN may be starting to come back up, test that 205 high of the day. Gonna watch it. TOPS bouncing off at the low of the day, back up over 3. AU, wash out long. FNJN kind of creeping back up towards that 205 high of the day. Gonna let this one run with a very tight stop at 250 at 155 for a 250 loss if I do take one. Watching FNJN now. This one's just not moving as fast as I want it to. I'm watching CYRN. Creeping up, that high is 245 in pre-market. See if the volume can spike up here, break that 245 pre-market high. I like it a little bit more. GALT moving, KND. KND's pushing up nicely. Let's see. I don't see much else I like except for this FNJN here if it can break this 205 area. See if the volume picks up if it breaks this 205 level. Yeah, I just don't see that much I like this morning. FNJN up to this 205 point. All the shipping stocks are washing out. Yeah, the volume's just not as good as it was yesterday. There goes FNJN. Alright, so I'm in FNJN with 50 shares. Stop loss set at 2. Up to 212, 213. Yeah, it looks like I got stopped out of GSL for a 250 loss, which is okay. Very small loss. Back down to 207. Fake out, maybe. Down to 206. Don't like that. Look at this big long up wick. I don't like that. I'll probably get out if it doesn't follow through here soon. RLOG. Oh man, I completely missed this one. Beautiful washout long setup. Wow, RLOG's pushing up nicely. See if it tests $1. Completely missed it, but watching it nevertheless, up to 90 cents. Completely missed it. 191. Huge push on RLOG, guys. Up to 91 cents. And it's halted. RLOG halt. Be careful if you're in it. I think you might be okay with this one, Andre. There's no telling though. Yesterday, DCIX was halted as well as TOPS, and they resumed much lower. They ended up rebounding and going all the way back to the high of day, but man. RLOG halted. Crazy halt. A lot of volume. Shot up 20 cents really quickly. Oof, crazy drop on FNJN. Gonna get out soon. I mean, it bounced right back. Yeah, I'm out. Not enough volume to really follow through. I'm down about $5 or $6, which is okay. But man, the volume's definitely not like it was yesterday or the day before. Figures, which is just my luck as soon as I get back on UStock. All the good big movers aren't moving. Our LOG had nice volume though. But yeah, the key kind of indicator here is this big long upwick on FNJN. It was a fake out. Tried to break over that previous high. Went all the way up to 213, but you could see this big long upwick, which means a lot of selling pressure. And so it eventually got popped back down to 201, where it's at now. Hold it together, Andre. You'll be all right, bro. It may resume over $1, man. You know, I think if it does gap up, it's going to resume at like 102, 103. Might get popped right back down under $1, but that's kind of my take on it. We'll see though. Most of the time, if a stock is moving up when it's halted, it will gap up. Now there was those outliers yesterday with DCIX and TOPS. Those gapped down, but they did bounce all the way back up to that high of day. And so, you know, there's no telling really. TOPS. Trying to come back here up to 315. Yeah, I mean, they're all following each other. DCIX, TOPS, let's see, SHIP. Yeah, they're all doing the exact same thing. And so whichever one moves first is a good indicator, you know, kind of like a pairs trade. CLDX pushing up on low volume up to 264. NYMT pushing up as well. All right, so there goes TOPS reversal kind of going on. Up to 328. All right, so there it goes. It resumed at 99 cents, up to 104 now for our LOG. There you go, Andre. It gapped up for you. I thought it might gap up around there, so now it's at 99 cents. And it came all the way back down. Man, I almost was spot on with that. I said I thought it would can't talk right now. I thought it would resume right over $1 and then get popped right back down. So it resumed at 99, popped over $1, and then got popped right back down. And so, be careful, guys. Up to 102 now, though. Sitting right at $1. Good job, Andre. Good job, Rex. Both of y'all did well, I'm assuming. I'd be careful with it now, though. Struggling to get over with $1 with some upwicks, but you never know. It could keep running. Up to 104 now. Up to 109. Got up to 110. Still pushing, guys. TOPS got rejected at that previous high right around that 330 area. Our LOG running big, guys, up to 113, where its high of the day is at now. It's at 114 now, still pushing up strong. to 112. Here's a little pullback here. It needs a pullback, and so we'll see if it's a 1 minute pullback. To 104, 107. To 108. $109, 110, 113. Looks like a good 1 minute pullback setup, but it's already been halted once. It's already overextended. I don't know if I like it. I got to take all that into consideration. 116 now. Just didn't pull the trigger on it, but oh well. 118. 120. Beautiful 1 minute pullback. We'll see if it keeps pushing up though. Back down to 111. Yeah, that's why I was a little bit worried about getting in it. Just thought it was a little bit overextended now. We'll see if it rebounds though. It always could. You never know. Nice job, Andre. Good job, bro. ENRJ kind of slowly creeping back up. ENRJ. ENRJ kind of reversing here a little bit. There goes RLOG, testing that high of the day. Broke the high of the day at 122 now. Struggling to keep going. Almost got an ERNJ here. I don't like that big upwick it's got right here. We'll see though. If I do get in tiny sizing of only 100 shares with how cheap this stock is, but I'm watching it nevertheless. ENRJ may run into resistance at that 41 cent level. So watching it, but don't trust it as much. ITUS. Yeah, if it's a Jason Bond pick, it's most likely a chat room pump. So he calls it out to everybody in his chat room. They all buy it. And then when it's at its top, he sells it and kind of leaves them bag holding it. And so be careful if it is a Jason Bond pump. Because like I said, he's notorious for those chat room pumps where he'll call out a stock in the chat room. All of his followers buy it to pump it up. And then he sells it when it's at the top, leaving them with it. So be careful, guys. RLOG trying to consolidate here to see if we can push back up. There it goes, up to 123. Got up to 124. Yeah, I'm not messing with RLOG right now. It's just a little too overextended for me right now. Don't want to chase it. RLOG up to that 120 level. See if I can find anything else moving. TLGT kind of reversing here. Let's see. ITUS went all the way back down to $2.60. I wonder if that's where he sold at 270 or 278. OMED just got a volume spike over 5. Reached a high of 509. It's at 506 now. Not the best volume. NYMT though. Broke that previous high. Slowly watching these. Yeah, I mean, Charles, I'm sure he's a good trader and everything. I think this is all just my opinion. I don't want to I don't want to hate on the guy, but I've heard from a few different people that he makes most of his money with chat room pumps. And so he calls out the stocks. He's got a big following, so all of his followers buy the stocks. And then, he rides it up for the push that it gets from the volume from his followers. And then he sells it at the top, and his followers kind of get left holding, when it drops. And so I can't say for certain, never used him, so I can't say for certain. That's just what I've heard. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of these are following through. Figures today would be the day that the setups aren't there. I can't get too upset. I've had 2 or 3 days where I haven't had a losing trade, and so I'm not too upset about it. I'm down like $5 or $6, so not a big loss by any means. We'll see if we can find something else. I don't see anything else moving that I really like necessarily. Let's look at RLOG on a different time frame, maybe the 2-minute. The biggest thing, you can see all these upwicks here. Upwick, upwick, upwick. That means selling pressure. So unless some downwicks start happening, I don't necessarily like it unless it starts to push up and flag here. Right, Charles. Right, you know, because right. I mean, here's the thing: like his gains are real. You know, his gains are real, but you know, are his gains because he's this awesome trader? Maybe, maybe not. They could be because his followers pump up the stocks he's holding. You know, but I don't know. Like I said, never used them before. It's just what I've heard. All right, so we'll see if RLOG can flag here after this dip. PED. Yeah, PED's waking up with some volume. Big upwick. We'll see what it does here. I mean, you know, the shipping stocks dropped some, but they didn't drop that much, honestly. They held most of this big push they've made in the last few days. And so we'll see here. We'll see what they do tomorrow for these shipping stocks. RLOG might be starting to creep back up after this dip here. It's up to 113. What's up, Miguel? What's up, man? TOPS finding some support at 3. I mean, it's doing essentially what all the other shippers are doing. Like, you can look here at DCIX. It's doing essentially the same thing. You can see how similar that looks. Big push at the open, wash out, consolidate for the rest of the day. This one's holding at $3 just like this one's holding at $23. And so we'll see what they do. They could rebound here. Like I said, they didn't give up that much of their big pushes. I mean, they still held most of those big gains they made. And so, you know, they could still be considered strong. ICON. Yeah, PED looks like it's done. Yeah, I want to see the volume come up with ICON. It looks like it's coming up a little bit now. I'm going to go ahead and jump in ICON early. See if it can get up to that pre-market high. Or that high of yesterday at 169. So like I said, I'm watching ICON at this 169 level. Want to see it get up to there. Volume spiked up on it. We'll see if it can kind of follow through here. Big volume spike on ICON now. DCIX bouncing back. We'll see if TOPS does the same thing now. DCIX bounced all the way back to almost 24. Almost over 24. We'll see if the other shipping stocks follow it. Yeah, there goes TOPS following this one. Up to 315 now. Yeah, these two are great pair trades. You can see DCIX made the move first, and then the TOPS went. Look for TOPS to possibly continue running up if it's following this one. Because DCIX popped to over 24 now. Yeah, there they go. TOPS popped up to that 320 level. DCIX over 24, testing that 2450 level now. Yeah, the volume kind of slowed down on ICON. RLOG on the 2-minute chart flagging really nicely. Went ahead and set a stop at 159 for ICON. Tried to get in early. Volume slowed down on it, so max loss is $2. But yeah, you can see TOPS and DCX are following each other almost exactly. Yeah, no, I missed the level 2 on that one. Miguel. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else moving. Right. Right, Andre. It's a decent pairs trade. You know, they're kind of following each other in pairs. A lot of people only trade pairs, you know, just because they follow each other like this. Certain stocks in the same sector kind of follow each other, like TOPS and DCIX, and probably the other shipping stocks too. Let me think of another shipping stock that moved. I know there's SHIP. All right, so ICON's testing that high of Friday at 169, or of Monday up to 170. See if we can keep going here. 171, there we go. See if it holds over that now. So ICON popped over that 169 high of Friday, but it got bumped back down, so we'll see if it holds. I mean, I'm comfortable in it. I probably won't lose money on it. If I do, it'll be very small just because it takes me too long to get out. But we'll see. I'll try to give ICON a little bit more time here. Moving really slowly. Had another volume spike. Bumped all the way back down to 167. 165. See if it follows through here. I used a really small sizing, so I'm not really worried about it, but try to give it a little bit of time here. Yeah, DCIX going all the way back down to that low of the day. It has had some support previously at 23 cents, and so we'll see what it does here. Man, that's rough, Miguel. To get multiple screens, Master, look at the top right side of the screen and you should see there's like a box. It's like a rectangle. You click on that and you can pick how many screens you want on it. And so, like I said, you go to the top right of the screen, look right under the on demand feature, and you'll be able to see it. It's like a rectangle. You click on it, change it that way. All right, so TOPS dropped under 3. Be careful if you're holding it, guys. It's found some support previously at 3. We'll see if it can actually hold this time. Any book I recommend, Master? I mean, I've read a decent amount of trading books. My favorite trading books are Jack Schwager's Market Wizards. Millionaire Traders is a good one. Yeah, those are my two favorite. Market Wizards and Millionaire Traders. Those are two good trading books. I mean, they don't teach you how to trade, but it gives you kind of good examples of like what professional traders do. You know, kind of how professional traders got to where they're at. And so really good books. My favorite's probably Market Wizards. That's rough, Miguel. You got out right before the big push, man. It's tough. That's happened to me numerous times. So, it happens, bro. Watching ICON, I'm going to get out if it drops down below 169. Hopefully it can follow through and pick up here. Running into some resistance at 170 though. Needs a volume push. Yeah, I've heard of that one, Miguel. That's a good one too, man. Alright, so RLOG never followed through. ICON, I don't know if it's going to follow through either. Alright, so there goes DCIX kind of reversing here. Let's see if TOPS does the same. Alright, so ICON's not doing anything. I'm going to go ahead and get out here for a 325 profit. If it shoots up now, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. Oh my gosh, how crazy, ridiculous is that? Were they just sitting there? Those market makers were just waiting there, sitting there waiting for me to sell. I can't believe that. The worst timing ever. I could laugh about it, but man, that's ridiculous. I'm down like $2 on the day now, but man, would have been break even day, maybe been up $1 after that trade. I can't believe that. How crazy, ridiculous is that? The moment I sell. They must have been sitting there watching my order with my little 50 shares waiting for me to sell, because that's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that, man. That is absolutely ridiculous. Ugh. Icon, I hate you right now, man. So ridiculous. Like the moment I sell. They didn't even wait a little while. Just the moment I sell, it just decides to pop right back up over a high of day. Man, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it happens. I can laugh about it. That's the most important thing. But man, absolutely ridiculous. I would have been break even after that trade too if I would have sold at 173 right now, you know. But man. Yeah, XOMA kind of reversing here, popped over 29. It's at 29.32 now. Yeah, Andre, I think that's the luck, man. I think that's what happens, man. It happened to somebody else. I think Miguel too. Miguel got out of Miguel was much worse though. Miguel got out of RLOG right before that big push. So it's a much bigger push, but it's been happening to us all today, bro. Check out GEN, big volume spike, over $1 now. GEN, guys, check it out. Let's see, POLA. I'm gonna quit watching these shipping stocks. They're not doing much. You know, at least ICON went all the way back down to 170 after it made that last push it made. So we'll see if it holds support over that previous resistance level at 170. Yeah, not a lot of moving today, guys. I mean, we had some pushers at the open this morning, but definitely not like yesterday or Friday, which is, you know, just my luck. As soon as I get my UStock account back active, this type of stuff happens. No volume. I'm down like $2 on the day. I'm not upset about it. It's okay. Super small loss. Very small loss. I just didn't see a lot that I really liked this morning. All the shipping stocks washed out at the open. You know, my two favorite setups are the 1 minute pullback as well as the break of the pre-market high. And so I didn't see many of those going on, you know. Big drop on DCIX. I bet you Tops is doing the same thing. Yep. DCIX and Tops, both huge washouts. Crazy drops. Watching MYO for maybe a reversal here. Yeah, shipping stocks going crazy, guys. DCIX, huge drop. Tops, same thing. Yeah, Tops just ran through that previous support. Didn't even stop. Just ran straight through it. because it's following DCIX. Same thing. They both just ran through that previous support. This one at $22 in TOPS. Might be a good rebound buy here, but I don't know. All right, so XOMA reversing here, pushing up, trying to break $30 now. XOMA up to $29.60 now. Nice job, Black Monday. All right, so MYO pushed over 6, had a big drop, but still kind of pushing back up. GEN kind of consolidating over $1. 43 million in the float on GEN. BERI making a huge push today. There goes VERI. VERI. This one's a former runner for sure. I've traded this one multiple times in the past. Usually has a decent amount of volume with it. VERI testing that 33.50 area. Yeah, that might be a good trade. It found previous resistance at this 110 level. See if it could hold over $1 first, really. So VERI up to $33.70. Huge runner on VERI up to $34.41. Just jumped $1 in about a quarter of a second. Huge drop on VERI. Wow. $2 drop in about 10 seconds. Look at this huge drop from 34, just under 34.50 to 32 in less than a minute. Crazy drop. Yeah, I mean, TOPS is just so extended right now. Got this gap here too in between 250 and 180, so be careful, man. Alright guys, but with all that being said, I'm probably done for the day streaming. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Click the bell next to it if you want to get the alert every time I go live. So I'm finally back on UStock. I'm down like $2, so a very small loss. Just wasn't a lot moving today, which is okay with me. Very small loss. I was able to hold it to a very small loss. So Anyways, guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Everybody click that like button right now on this stream if you appreciate this content and want to help support us. We appreciate it. But good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Thanks for watching.